join my Discord server. We have all kinds of silly conversations there. What's good, gang? My little E's, my little children, and welcome to part 4 of drawing your gacha OCs. I actually got this video done within like 2 weeks. All the art I cooked really quick, so you guys got incredibly lucky, because if I had waited any longer to make this video, I don't know if I would have even done it. And in this video, there was actually 4 winners. I did plan to only do 3 because the counting in my Discord server, join, got to 3,000. So I was like, okay, I made a promise, you know, whatever 1,000 number it gets up to, I would draw that many characters. And the minimum I was going to do was 2 characters anyway. So I ended up doing 3. But then I just did 4. Why? You'll see. You'll see. Do not skip to the end. You will see. Anyways, the new Procreate brushes came out a week, 2 weeks, maybe more, I don't know, but came out right before I started to make these pieces. So I had previously tested out the brushes on a canvas just before I did all of these, and I had picked out my 10 or so favorite brushes because I often use a lot of abstract effects and things for my backgrounds and stuff, and I actually think they add a lot of something. They add a lot of something every sometimes. So that was really fun to play around with all the new brushes and effects and see what kind of stylistic things and elements I could add in to these pieces. And also, I haven't drawn this like locked in since July, and it's October. So July, August, September, October. It's not a huge time gap, time skip, whatever you want to call it. But my style has slightly changed, and it's for the better, of course. The way I was rendering the hair in these ones, I think, changed. I'm not sure. But this first one, I looked on Kai's socials. Again, I love stalking people and their characters for the greater good, guys, for research, right? Found out Inari, this character's name, has a lot of like internet, online like parts of their personality. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna mess with that. I'm gonna fuck around with that and I'm gonna see what happens. So then I had an idea to add the Windows background and overlays that would just add more to the art, which I often don't do, but for this case I think it really worked out well. And in case you haven't watched my other parts to this series, this is Kai's second ever win. So yippee! And also, I'm not sure if it's very noticeable, especially if you're new here, but I actually used a new sketching brush for these pieces, and I think it made my style a lot cleaner to read in the sketch styles. And I don't mean cleaner as in like all the lines are perfect. I mean because it just has the solid opacity and different thicknesses, I think it makes me more confident with my sketching lines, because I barely erased anything. And even though I don't really follow my sketches anyway, it's mostly just, you know, to get the overall placement of where the elements are going to be, I think it really actually did help and change how I sketch and how I do line art on top of that. For this character, I did have a little bit to work with. I had a very alien theme, and I was just told I could basically go crazy, do whatever I want. So I was like, okay, neon green. Neon bright green in a little alien waste tunnel. I don't know what my idea was, but this green and this like backlight I think really highlights how complex this character's alien design is, because the blue and green hair highlighted with shadows and blue and green and other colors that are in the hair put around it kind of just all ties it together. And of course I did do like a green overlay gradient thing to just include the other colors of the character, like the grays and the browns, to move them closer to a cooler tone to make sure that it would all come together well in the end. And also I am slowly improving with the way that I render clothes. I know it's not perfect and I don't use references for how the folds work a lot of the time, but I think with more practice I can get a lot better, because I remember my old style, I used to just shade clothes how I shade skin, like basically flat, and there was not a lot of texture in them. But now I might be adding a little too much, I'm not sure. I kind of just add random lines until it looks good. Eventually I will refine my style again, but for now I'm mostly focusing on the face, skin, hair, that kind of thing, to make sure that the focus of the drawing is actually the face, where the most effort is put in. And of course, you know, I can't forget the chibis. I gotta keep adding in my little chibi little fellas into all of these pieces. And they're just so adorable. Like, how can you not love them? Bro, doing this recording this time is making me so tired, and I don't know why. But I'll push through guys, for you, okay? And I may be saying their name wrong, but since this is Ox's first win, I actually really wanted to draw this character. Like, I was secretly eyeing him off. This third one, another alien. What can I say? Another alien. Aliens are so tough, bro. And I also love how I can mess around with different colors. I can experiment with shading different abnormal, if you will, colors of skin to make sure that my rendering style actually stays consistent through different colors and tones, just to make sure that everything still looks like it goes together. And it does. So that's like a little confidence boost. And also, the person who made this character is somewhat new into my Discord server. We've known each other for a while now, and I really wanted to draw one of her characters. And this was the perfect opportunity, because on the spin the wheel, as you guys have seen, she won the last round. Well, you guys will see later what I mean, but basically the last round. And you know, everyone is always on the edge of their seats when that spin the wheel is happening, because it's elimination and it goes for like 10 minutes. Each spin the wheel takes a good amount of time just to boil down to a few people that either get chosen or not. And that's why it's really fun, because you know, I get to talk to my community, I get to hang out with the peeps, and I get to like torture them at the same time. Like, it's actually really fun. And don't worry, the people do enjoy it too. It's not actual torture. Well, I mean, at least I hope it's not. I'm not actually trying to make it a terrible experience for them. And back to the character. Since she is an alien, I was like, you know, space portal. I don't know where I got the idea of a space portal from, but that's what the circle shape is. I put some stars in the dark purplish bit around it, as if it's like a portal through space. Like, I think that's a pretty tough idea. I think that's pretty cool. And even though this is what everyone says not to do all the time, I did try to add some teeth definition in the mouth, and especially since the mouth is black with black lipstick, I think if I didn't define the teeth like this for this alien character, it would look a little boring in a way. Like, there wouldn't be anything to draw you to that void. And I also just love experimenting and expanding my style as a whole. Then boom, chibi added. Boom, add some other effects. Boom, add some more effects. And just like that, number 3 is complete.
Princess, one for her frog, waiting for the magic kiss on a hollow log.
the most complicated, hard to explain, you really had to be there moment of all time. I put myself on the spin the wheel as a joke, and I won the first round. And I said, you know, if I win, I will draw this character because it's not a Gacha OC, it's just a random character sheet that this person submitted. But I said I'll draw the best work of art I have ever done. So I pulled through with that promise. And also, that's the end of the video, casually. Was that fun? I have no idea. Make sure you join my Discord server linked in the pinned comment below because round 5 has started by the time this video drops. Anyways, see you guys.
500 cigarettes.